Good evening, everybody. I'd like to open the meeting, and would everyone please stand and join us for the flag salute? Salute pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. I'm still going to refer to my paper agenda, so I don't familiarity. We'd like to let's move on to the approval of the minutes.
I move we approve the minutes of the special meeting of September 22nd and the minutes of the regular meeting of September 27th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, move on to the approval of the. We're going to pull all of item I 1, 2, and 3. I'd like to pull that from the agenda. I think that's it. Can I get a motion?
I move that we approve this agenda and the consent agenda as amended.
Second.
It's a roll call.
Jacqueline?
Here.
Andy?
Aye.
Aye.
Terry?
Aye.
And I'm aye. Motion passes.
Okay, move on to public interest presentations and the superintendent's report. Dr. Sarvis.
Good evening, Board. Hope everyone had a good Avocado Festival weekend, and you saw plenty of our students participating in events like Best Dressed Avocado. Well, the big news since our last meeting was that we have a tentative agreement with our bargaining unit. However, we've heard nothing from them, and the items that we were going to consider were pulled from tonight's agenda since we've heard no news from them. The bigger news in our district is that at each school, instruction is proceeding at a rapid pace. Students are engaged, and I like what I see as I visit our schools each week. I'd like to highlight some of the special things happening at our schools. At Catalino School, the school is excited to partner with Girls Inc. for a literacy outreach program. The organization is running on the campus for kindergarten and first grade students. Funded by a national grant through our local Girls Inc., students will receive additional learning time after school and a snack to develop a nutritional snack to develop literacy through engaging and interactive lessons from the Girls Inc. staff. This is entirely free to our school and our students. Thank you to Girls Inc. Carpinteria Family School. Students, parents, and teachers attended the annual Family School Campout at Schofield Park in Santa Barbara. I hear it was great fun. And this Thursday, the second and third grade classes will be treated to some wonderful music as the Santa Barbara Symphony visits the campus to share their talents. At Aliso School, we received a grant from SAGE that allows us to work with Explore Ecology, providing environmental education to our students. Our kindergarten and first grade students are working on the school garden, harvesting pumpkins, apples, and tomatoes. They are busy planting a new crop of lettuce. Aliso third graders are working with the Santa Barbara Dance Institute once a week, and we're lucky to be working with Rosalind Macisco, who brought the program to Aliso School. Fifth graders just returned from an amazing trip to CIMI, the Catalina Island Marine Institute. They had an exciting 3-day adventure where they got to snorkel, hike, and learn about biology, and I believe that board member Andy Schaefer went along as he has a fifth grader at the school. And it was good.
It was outstanding. It's an amazing camp.
All right. Summerlin is working with the Santa Barbara Art Museum outreach program. It's a 6-week program that allows students to work with tools and mediums that artists use. And they are scheduling a trip to the museum in the next couple of weeks to visit the Dia de los Muertos exhibit. The parent group at Summerlin is planning a hike-a-thon to raise money to support the special programs at the school. At middle school, CMS just conducted their first school-wide Spirit Day. This included the students and staff wearing school colors and participating in activities during nutrition and lunch with the principal and assistant principal. And the 6th grade has a Flintstone feast coming up soon as an evening event as a culmination of their study of early humans and ancient civilizations. Families attend, dress and eat Flintstone style. Sounds like fun. High school. Carpinteria High School hosted its first Friday activities during the extended learning period. Students had the opportunity to select from over 20 teacher-led activities in areas such as creative writing, yoga, logic puzzles, math lab, and soccer. I will be anxious to hear how it went from our student board representative, Delphina Hall, in just a moment. But first, Rincon High School hosted a school field trip to view The Queen of Katwe, a new movie sharing the true story of a Ugandan girl born in a slum who, through winning local and larger scale tournaments in the game of chess, discovered unprecedented success that opened the door to a bright future and a golden chance to escape from a life of poverty. Of course, it became a teachable moment as students and staff found the movie moving and inspirational. Thank you.
Thanks, Brian. Okay, well, we have a new board student member, Delphina Hall, and I'm going to come down and swear her in. Yeah. All right, welcome. Okay, so you can read or you can just listen,
Okay.
but you have to say it. So,
Wait, so I say it?
yeah, you
or-
say it, yes. So, raise your right hand. And I, Delphina
I,
Hall,
Delphina Hall,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
All right. Congratulations. Welcome aboard.
Delphina, it's all yours.
Hi, so I'm just gonna go over some of the activities going on at Carpinteria High School lately. So last week's first Friday of the month generated a lot of enthusiasm and gave students the opportunity to partake in several enriching activities. I chose to attend the open mic where various students played guitar, sang, and performed stand-up comedy. On Wednesday last week, we had our fall college fair, and over 20 colleges and universities had representatives on campus to answer any student questions about attending their colleges. Last week, our FFA officer team participated in opening and closing ceremonies at Fillmore. The team placed 4th overall, and on the individual level, Lisette Hernandez placed 1st for officer team secretary. Carpinteria High School had its first blood drive today. Over 40 students participated in this activity. As a reminder, parent permission is required for those under the age of 18 in order to donate blood. Tomorrow, Wednesday, October 12th, is our college night. The event will be held in the library at 6 p.m. Representatives from the UC, Cal State, City College, and Santa Barbara Scholarship Foundation will be present to answer any questions from parents. Next week is our annual Mr. Warrior contest. The event will be held Wednesday, October 19th at 7 o'clock at the middle school. Finally, homecoming will be Friday, October 21st when the Warriors play against Fillmore. The dance will be held Saturday, October 22nd at 8 p.m. in the gym.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're used to much longer reports. But that's good. I like that. Okay, so we'll move on to item D3, which is a public hearing on amended conflict and interest code, government code section 87306. And I'm going to open up a public hearing. Any comment? No comment, so I'll close the hearing and we'll move on to item D4, which is a resolution pertaining to that hearing. Can I get a motion there?
Sorry. I move for approval of Resolution 16-790, which is an amended conflict of interest code pursuant to the Political Reform Act of 1974.
Roll call?
Second.
Roll call?
Jacqueline.
Aye.
Andy.
Aye.
Terry.
Aye.
And I'm Mike.
All right. Do we have any public comment, Jolene? No public comment. All right. So we'll move on to item F, Educational Services, and which is a request for program transfer for special education preschool services effective July 1st, 2017.
We
And we
have our Director of Special Education, Kirsten Escobedo, who's been working with other services, other entities, and bringing back a program to Carpinteria. We expect a substantial savings as a result, and of course, we'd be providing services for our own students. Kirsten?
Thank you, Dr. Sarvis. Good evening, Board. You have the detailed program transfer plan in your packet. I'm going to take about 2 minutes and just give a general overview and then give you an opportunity to ask any questions that you might have about what's available. I would say probably the past couple decades, the Santa Barbara County Education Office has been providing preschool services to our students, our Carpinteria resident students. Beginning July 1st of next year, we would like to become the operator for those services for students in preschool for all the students who receive mild to moderate levels of services. And those would be the students who receive speech-only service and who are also educated in an inclusion preschool classroom with possibly a few hours a day from a special education teacher, maybe some speech and other related services. The one group of students who we are not requesting to take back at this point, or the program that we're not requesting to take back as part of this transfer plan, is the program for students with more moderate to severe disabilities, and those students are typically students who have significant cognitive disabilities, usually a high level of medical needs as well, and really require support with all of their daily living skills, toileting, feeding. And we would recommend that classroom stay under the service of the county education office. The way the services are currently provided are the students that receive speech only either get individual or group services here in Carpinteria, and then the students who require additional levels of support in an inclusion setting are classrooms with Carpinteria Children's Project, and we've been working with them in order to maintain that same level of service going forward on July 1st of next year. Our goal really is to be able to build relationships with our families as soon as the students turn 3 and become eligible for services, and help prepare them to transition into the TK to 12 and possibly age 22 system. So our end goal with the families is for it to be a seamless transition, and really the main change be the program operator. And this would be for students who are currently in preschool and those who would remain in preschool next year, and then any students turning 3 as of July 1st of 2017. So what questions do you have?
I just have a comment. Yay.
Yeah.
So
We're
I'm
very
really
excited.
happy.
We've been looking forward to this, so I'm happy to see you getting a plan in
Yeah.
place to do it.
Appreciate you taking the lead here and getting it done.
Yeah,
Well, you're very welcome. It's an exciting opportunity for us. Yeah.
thank you.
Welcome.
So I will move that we approve the program transfer plan to begin serving our preschool students with mild to moderate disabilities as of July 1st of 2017.
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye. Thank you.
Great.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so move on to item G, business operations facilities and warrants. Can I get a motion there?
I move that we approve the warrants for the period of 9/17 through 9/30.
Second.
Any discussion?
I just want to thank you for turning the page. It's so much easier. I like it.
They heard you, Terry. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, item G2 is a resolution 16791 authorizing designated staff to sign contract documents with the California Department of Education.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Jacqueline?
Aye.
Andy?
Aye.
Terry?
Aye.
And I'm aye.
Okay, move on to H, Measure U, and H1 is an approval of consulting services for Measure U Communications for the 16-17 school year with Berteau Company, and a not-to-exceed amount of $24,000 paid for from Measure U Bond Fund.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, item H2 is a contract with the Fence Factory for fencing services around the Measure U modular building, and the cost is $7,485 paid for from Measure U Bond Fund.
So moved.
Second?
Don't we already have a fence around, just out of curiosity, Dave, don't we already have a fence around that building? No?
I think so.
This is around the,
Partial fence.
Yeah.
it's around the back?
And DSA is requiring us to give ADA access through the
Oh.
office, through the parking lot.
Okay,
So that's where we're going to be putting the continuation of the fence.
all right. Thank you. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, item H3 is a contract with Simpson Land Surveying Company for surveying services at the Carpenter Middle School modular built for the area for the new modulars and track. It's a topographics field survey, and the amount is $11,700 paid for Measure U.
I move for approval.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, item H4 is acceptance of a completed contract with for the Carpenter Middle School multi-purpose building roof replacement with Channel Islands Roofing. The original contract amount was $177,874, and we came in under budget by about $1,800. The final contract amount was $176,087.77, and we're going to file notice of completion. So can I get a motion there?
So moved.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're down to board communications.
My goodness. Yeah?
Jacqueline,
Nothing.
nothing. Michelle?
Nothing?
Terry?
I just wanted to say it was a great weekend of Avocado Festival. I think it was a wonderful time for the community, a lot of people out, and really great for our schools, the different organizations that were able to work. I had a avocado shrimp cocktail a couple times from the boosters.
Good for you.
I always like that. And cheerleaders were there and all of our other groups, so it was great.
Yeah, well, Avocado Festival is always great. I'd like to recognize the Girls Inc. for their Evening in Bloom program 2 weeks ago. It's I'm pretty new to supporting them, but it's such a worthwhile organization. It's so great to see the young ladies that have gone through that program and the confidence and skill and success that so many of them have had and are having in life after going through that program, and it's very, very worthwhile. It's fantastic.
We have somebody in the audience with two girls that have gone through that program
Yes,
that
we
I
do.
know of, and quite
do.
successly.
Yes.
One of them at Harvard now.
Yeah, and it is a great organization, and I'm glad that we have it. I mean, we should all be glad we have it here in Carpenter.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd also like to acknowledge the CME camp, as Dr. Sarvis was alluding to. It's Aliso, and the Summerlin go? Yeah, Summerlin goes as well. It's a 3-day science camp. The kids get to ride down a bus to Long Beach, take the Circle Line ferry out to the camps, and spend 3 days essentially learning about marine biology, a little bit of little bit of coastal ecosystems, but they get to dive, they get to learn how to snorkel and swim, and I think the best part about the trip for me going there is to see the kids who have never been in the ocean before, even living here in Carpinteria. They're scared to death, and they end up, by the end of the trip, they're all wanting to go in the water. They want to keep their heads in the water looking at the fish, and it's outstanding. And I really think it's a program we want to continue with, and fundraising is a big part of that, and it's very important that we can continue the way we've been going, I'm sure, I know Catalina would love to go to that as well, and they lost their place unfortunately a few years ago, but it's a fantastic experience for everyone.
Andy, I just want to endorse what you're saying because, I had 4 kids that all had that opportunity. And as grown adults now, they still look back on that as a real highlight.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a great experience.
Yeah.
Very worthwhile.
Yeah.
Something on the future agenda.
Okay. Anything for the calendar? Nothing? Okay, future agenda.
So I know our
You're going
plates
to make
are
that longer?
super full. No, I know they're super full. We're all super busy, but I would like to whittle this down a little bit. Our future agenda items. Mm-hmm. These topics have been on here for a really long time, and if I had my wish, my preference, I'd really like a report on the reclassification of ELs, especially going forward with budget discussions, and that's one of our priority areas. So
Good.
Thank you.
That's good.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it? All right. Okay, so we're going to adjourn to closed session, and we'll report out after that. Thanks, everyone. You guys got lucky
Picked a
tonight.
good night to
Yeah,
come.
been really
That's
good
it.
night to
Come
sit.
out.
You're done. So.
Usually it lasts until 9.